Hi and welcome back. This is Hack with Jody and we are on the second session. Now we have our Kali Linux. Let's start hacking. I will run the Firefox. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Kali Linux or not. I was wondering maybe it will slow down part of our activity. But anyway, let's go forward and see what will happen. We were resolving the Natas challenges. Let's search for Natas security and it will be here. And please remember that becoming a hacker is like learning to play chess. In the beginning, people will think it's about how bright you are, about your intelligence and this kind of stuff. But practically, it's more about how much have you practiced, how much samples you've seen. In many cases, it's not like a flash in your mind, oh, I can do this. Most of the cases is, I've seen this, let's try this. Still you need your intelligence, still you need your brightness, still having a broad knowledge about different issues, different topics, networking, OS, and these kind of stuff will help you a lot. But the main flash is not those. The main click is, oh, I've seen this. Let's try this solution. Then, okay, if you know PHP, it will help you. If you know Unix, it will help you. If you understand networking, it will help you. The person who doesn't know the networking cannot use Wireshark. But when I see a question, I feel, okay, Wireshark will help here. Anyway, what I mean is, don't think that a super intelligent person becomes a hacker. A hacker is a person who has practiced hacking. A good hacker is a person who's seen different kind of solutions before. For sure, to becoming the best, you should have the knowledge plus experience plus intelligence. But I don't want to be the best. I want to be a practical person. Let's see what we had. Okay, this was the Natas. I will select this. Let's start from the 0 because the first one was very easy. Natas 0, Natas 0. Oh shit. What I've done, I don't know. Is there an extra see what we had there. It's difficult to become a hacker. Okay, this was Natas 0 as we spoke. This is Natas 0. In the first session, we went all through these levels. Don't remember. So, we had the page source, which is Control U in Linux machines and I believe Windows machines. This was the password. We've already all seen this. So, Natas 1, the password was here. So, Natas 1, and that was the password. Don't save. Here, the right click was disabled. No problem. We use the Control U or Command U. So this is for the next level. This was Natas 2. This is Natas 2 and that is the password. There is nothing here. We were here. Okay, we checked the source on Natas 2 and saw this. It said nothing. This part is just the header, so we will omit this. This is only for the site to work. And here we have only one H1, which is a header. We have a division. The division is finished here. There is nothing in this page, no clue. We have only one thing. File pixel 1. It's a 1-in-1 pixel. If you can see it, it's very small. I will increase the size. Now you can see the pixel. But this is the only thing we have. This can't be the answer. So what should be done? This comes from a general idea in hacking, which happens all the time, and it's about a problem in configurations. Whenever you have an address like this, see, you have this address /files/pixel. It loads the pixel file from this directory. Whenever we have this, hackers will check this. If your site is site.com/files/my.jpg, okay, this will show this JPEG file. But what will happen if we remove this part and tell to the site that we need to see site.com/files? If the configuration is not right, or in a case that sysadmin decided for it, you will see all the files here, all the uploaded files. This happens a lot in many cases when you say, okay, there was a leak in this page and it showed ID cards of thousands of people. What is happening? There is a site which asks me to upload my ID card, which is not very logical. Sometimes they will ask for it and you have to do it. And as soon as you upload your file, you see your file is uploaded at site.com/files/geeking.jpg. Okay, this is my file. Any hacker will try removing this part and seeing if they can see all the files here. This is what I'm going to do here. So I have this. Let's remove this. Very known practice in hacking. We were checking the source. We should not. We have to check the JPEG itself. So, files. And you can see that I can see this directory. Pixel.png was fine, but users.txt. Oh, if you click on it, you are seeing the users.txt. Alice, Bob, Charlie, Natas 3. This is the password for Natas 3. Hopefully, we are not sure, but since this is a very easy example, you may check the source of a very huge website and there are lots and lots of directories. This was very straightforward. That files/picpng was the only thing we had, so this is the password we are looking for on the next level. Natas 3 is this. Let's go for it. Natas 3. Password should be Natas 3. My virtual machine is very slow and I'm thinking of omitting the Kali thing, continuing in my normal browser on my normal operating system, run the Kali if we needed it. Even if we need some tools, we can go directly and use them. Okay, let's see. There is nothing on this page again on Natas 3. Always we have to view source because we know that there is nothing important here. Header is the header. Nothing in the header. We've been promised. This is the body. H1 Natas division content. There is nothing on this page. This is the only clue we have. No more information leaks. Not even Google will find it this time. Whenever they are talking about search engines, a hacker will think about robots text. Robot text. This hacking session is very easy because we have only one clue. So we know where to look. If you are a real hacker attacking a real website, you should check all of these cases. If robot text reveals something, if the directories are showing the contents and all the stuff we are seeing here. But here, because on each level we only have one and only one clue, it's easy to go forward. Robot text is a standard file which lets sites to tell search engines how to deal with them. For example, on my robot text site, I can say if user agent with this disallow this, don't show them anything. Whatever search engine came here, don't crawl this. This is just a friendly request to any browser or search engine. When Google wants to browse my site, first Google will check robot text and sees, okay, I have told him, whoever you are, please do not check this directory. So this directory won't show up in Google's search engine. This is just a friendly request. I'm not forcing. If Google checks this, Google checks this. No one can check. So let's see what robot text we have here. This was our site. On a new tab, I will go to the same page. Wow. It's a problem with the slow machine. New tab, paste this and go for robots.txt. See? Robots.txt is revealing something. It says whatever user engine, whatever user agent, if you are Google, if you are a browser, if you are Yahoo, Bing, whatever, please don't go here. We are not a search engine, so we can go here. This is only used because you don't want Google to index part of your site. And this is a writing in leads. This is called secret. If you're a hacker, you will read it as secret. See? This is like E. This looks like E, so this is secret. This is called writing in leads. Or if you are a better hacker, go for this. Hackers like to use leads. So there is another file here. I will check this one. And for share, I will find the password for Natas 4. So go to the next level. As you can see, hackers do not do dark magic. It's very straightforward. The only issue is you have to test all of these ideas on a website you are attacking to. Here, we have a clue that this is the answer, Natas 4. This was the password. Let's see what Natas 4 has for us. Okay. It says access disallowed. You are visiting from this, while authorized users should come only from this. Refresh the page. Let's refresh the page and see what will happen. Why it's being opened in a new page. It's opened in a new tab, but it's fine. It says access disallowed. You are visiting from this URL, while authorized users should come only from this URL. This looks like a referral link. Whenever you are on a web page, if I'm on this page and there is a link here which goes to here, a new page, if you click on this link and the URL here is A, your browser will go to URL B. But your browser will tell the website B that I'm coming from A. This is a small variable, referral link, referral URL or something like this. And always website B can see where you are coming from. As you saw, if I just type this address and click, I'm not coming from anywhere. So it will tell me you are visiting from nothing, while authorized users should come only from this address. But if I refresh the page, I'm coming from this. So the page will see this. It says Natas 4. So you are coming from Natas 4, but you should come from Natas 5. What we should do? Obviously, we need to have a page which is called Natas 5. Have a link here. Click on this link and go to Natas 4. This is what it's asking for me. It says authorized users should come from Natas 5. So I should come from Natas 5. There are different methods to do this. I can edit my etc hosts and tell it that this address for Natas 5 is my own machine, then make a web server. But I have an easier idea. Instead of that, we can go to Natas 5. It's very slow. I should have done this on my own machine and run the Kali only and only if it's really needed. Wait, no danger. I will close this Kali, we'll go to my own machine to make everything much easier. Okay, now I'm running a browser on my own machine. The access is allowed. You are visiting from, while authorized users should come only from this. I have a fun idea. We can copy this, go to this address. It says you should come from this address. I don't know the password here yet, but I can cancel this. It will show me unauthorized. Always I can do the inspect element. It will let me inspect elements. I will say, okay, let's select this part. It says, okay, the source is this. I can open it. This is the HTML source of this page. And I can edit it as HTML. I can do whatever here I want. For example, it says credentials required. I can say credentials not required. And if I click outside this, the new page will be updated. This way, you can edit any web page. If you have a web-based game which you are playing and people sending a screenshot that this is my record, this is my top score, what you can do is just right-click, inspect the element, edit the HTML, change the number, and send them the new screenshot. So don't trust the screenshots from the web. Don't trust any screenshot. Don't trust anything. Okay. So what I need to do, I want to edit as HTML and say, okay, this paragraph is finished here. I will start a new paragraph and tell it good hackers will click here. Okay. I will create a link with the address we have for Natas 4. The address I have at the moment is for Natas 5. So on the page with the address of Natas 5, I'm creating a link to Natas 4. This is what was requested from me. Come here, now I have this link. If I click it, access granted. The password is this, because I'm coming from Natas 5. It's kind of a back to the future story. So let's go to Natas 5. I have the password for Natas 5. This is Natas 5. Never. Now it says access disallowed. You are not logged in. Let's see how the login thing works. As always, we will check the page source first, see if it has any clue. This is the page source. This is the header. Nothing in the header. We've been promised. Oh, it only says access disallowed. You are not logged in. That's all. So most of the logins happen with cookies. Cookies are like small pieces of data provided by the server to the browser. If you visit a website, the website may tell your browser have this cookie and show it the next time you visit this website. This can be a language preferences. If I go to a site, change the language to English, to German, say, the website will ask the browser, okay, remember that language is German on this specific website. The next time your browser visited that site, it will provide the same cookie. Also, logins happen with this. You may go give your password, username, whatever to a website. Website may give you one cookie and say you are logged in with this special code. And remembers, okay, the user is logged in with this special code. Its name is this one, has this access, blah, 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 for 10 minutes. Each time you visit the website, the cookie will be changed. So you cannot steal it that easily. Let's see where can I check the cookies. I inspected part of the site. Whenever you want, just right click and go for inspect. I want to see if local cookies, it's here. I went to the applications tab. There were lots of tabs. I went to the applications and on cookies, it says for Natas 5. I have one cookie which is called logged in. value is 0. You can easily say, okay, change this value to 1. You remember, cookie is a piece of information stored on your browser site. The site have told me, remember, whenever you came to Natas 5, logged in is 0. So whenever my browser goes to Natas 5, it tells the site that logged in is 0. Here I manually changed it to 1. So this cookie now is changed. Let's refresh this. Now we are going to the site. Site sees the cookie is 1 and shows us the password for the next level. This is how cookies work. This is the part that I'm telling you. You may know about the cookies, but I have already seen this method. That's when they say you are not logged in. Most of the times it's about the cookies. In a good website, this cookie should change all the time, and it doesn't work like this. It's not 1 and 0. It's a more complicated thing. But even on a very major site, even Facebook had this authentication glitch for a long time. It was providing users with a cookie, telling the browsers whenever you entered Facebook, give this cookie. Cookie was long and difficult to guess or find it being found by random. But the issue was if you were able to steal this cookie in a way from someone else, checking their browsers, checking their network connectivity, or whatever other methods we have, you could give the Facebook the same cookie, and Facebook would believe that you are the same user and you were logged into that user's account. So anyway, we found the next steps password. Copy. Natas 6. I think it's better to stop here, not to make it too long. Natas 6. This was the password. Never remember the password. It says input the secret. Jody is not the secret. It has a view source code. This is the source code of this program. This is here just to make our life easier. We don't need to guess many different things. From the source code, I can say where the problem is. It gets an input, checks it with the post variable. If it's true, this will be run. And you see parts of it are censored, so you don't see this here. You cannot change this code. This is just running on the server side. This is just a clue for me and you. See, the address is index source HTML. This is not a PHP file. Just to show me and you what the source code is. So, how we should break this? See in the next video. Meanwhile, try to find out. If you're not familiar with it, this is the problem. If secret equals this, do this. Directly this. So practically now it is checking if secret equals Jody. Do this. Let's see what you can